Former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton have agreed to testify before the House Oversight Committee in its investigation into convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
The Clintons had initially refused to testify under subpoena, but they changed their minds after facing the prospect of being held in contempt of Congress. Channel 7's Andrew Mobley has more now. He is live in our Content Center. Andrew.
The Clintons have called the subpoenas invalid and an attempt to embarrass political rivals at the direction of President Trump. But the Clintons capitulated last night after the House Oversight Committee, chaired by Republican Congressman James Comer, voted to recommend them for contempt charges 2 weeks ago. Their deadline to comply with subpoenas was noon today.
But in the end of the day, the power rests with the legislature. Subjects of legislative subpoenas generally are not very successful in resisting.
Trial lawyer Mark Garagos, who years ago represented Clinton associate Susan McDougal amid the Whitewater scandal, as well as in a separate case, Roger Clinton, questions the political motive behind the subpoenas.
They had some pretty good arguments that this was more theater and not about any kind of seeking of truth. Unfortunately, that's what in the modern era the congressional oversight has devolved into, is theater.
Former President Clinton can be found in numerous photos contained in the Epstein files, in the company of Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and according to the subpoena, at least one of Epstein's victims. Despite that, Garagos doesn't think he has anything to worry about and believes the House Oversight Committee may be disappointed.
I don't think it's for him risky at all. The president is a very accomplished, incredibly quick on his feet, and will be incredibly well prepared. I just do not think this is going to go the way they think it is. They may end up getting owned.
We asked Garagos and Steinbuck if they believe that President Trump, who is also featured in the Epstein files, should be held to the same standard as the Clintons.
Well, obviously, if fairness or equity would dictate that, but as a practical matter, unless the House changes, I don't think you're going to see that.
And if Congress has questions of President Trump, I hope he would engage with them as well. But the law has different requirements for sitting presidents than former presidents. Former presidents are largely treated like anybody else, and sitting presidents have certain levels of immunity. So I wouldn't expect exactly the same outcome.
The Clintons will be testifying before the House Oversight Committee this month. Hillary on the 26th and Bill on the 27th. On your side, I'm Andrew Mobley.
Okay, we'll be watching. Andrew, thanks very much. For more coverage of the House Oversight Committee's investigation into the Epstein case, visit KATV.com.